Hello everybody, it's Bills.com's football guy here with the final preview and prediction video. We're talking about the Grizzlies of Montana from the Big Sky Conference, who had a very interesting season last year. Can they look to improve on it? Well, we're going to get into that. I'm going to go through over the coaching staff, go over a preview of the roster, and then we're going to do a game-by-game schedule prediction for the final time this season. All right, I'm amped for this one because, honestly, 54 of these things, I'm burned out. All right. Started off with Montana last season. They were 9-5. They lost to South Dakota State in the second round of the FCS playoffs. Bobby Hauck back for his 8th season as head coach of Montana. Coach Hauck was also the head coach from 2003 to 2009. So in his 14 previous seasons total, his win-loss record at Montana is 138-41. But in the last 7 seasons, his record's 58-24. Not as good as before, but still a good record here. Brent Pease is back for his 3rd season as offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Montana ranked 26th. There's 123 schools in FCS. They ranked 26th out of the 123 in total offense in FCS last year. We have co-defensive coordinators who are both back. Roger Cooper begins his 4th season as co-DC and linebackers coach, and Tim Hauck, Bobby's older brother. Remember I correctly, he was a safeties coach and won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles when they beat Brady. I think he was the safeties coach at that point. Begins his 3rd season as co-defensive coordinator and safeties coach at Montana. Montana ranked 57th in total defense in FCS last season, so we're going to see if that's going to improve any this season. All right, the quarterback room. Who's your starting quarterback? Because I'm looking, okay, fine, I'm going to name one. Still haven't named one yet by the time I found this, doing this data. 5 QBs on the roster. Only 2 really did anything. One is Jake Jensen, the redshirt senior transfer from USC. He did some stats but didn't qualify for enough. The one who did is Kiali Ayat, the redshirt sophomore. Went to about a 189, 1,121 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 6 picks. I'd say he most likely is going to be. But there's going to be also could be Flowers. There's a couple other guys that could be on there. Be the starting quarterback, but we'll see about this one. Quarterback room. Running backs, it's going to be coming down here. We got 7 running backs on the roster, which isn't bad. 3 of them did something. 2 fully qualified. The one who didn't do anything here probably going to be on there. You've got 2 other freshmen, along with other players here, 2 other guys, both redshirt freshmen. Stevie Rocker Jr., the redshirt senior holder for last year's squad, he did some stats, didn't qualify. For FCS purposes on this one, it's going to be 200 yards rushing, unless there's an FBS guy in here. And there's a couple of them on here that qualify for less than that, but it's like 200 yards rushing, 20 receptions for wide receivers and tight ends. Quarterbacks was 200-yard passing. For defensive linebackers, defensive backs, 20 tackles or more. For this, that's my standards for FCS. All right, or lower. So, the 2 that did qualify, you've got Malai Fonoti, the redshirt freshman. Last season as a true freshman and limited play, obviously. 36 carries, 234 yards, and a touchdown. He's probably going to be the backup. Thinking Eli Gilman, the redshirt junior, another holder from last year's squad, 167 carries, 1,104 yards, and 15 touchdowns. If he is not running back number 1, what happened? Seriously, 1,000-yard rusher. He's the starter. I'm going to play you guys for a little bit on that one. I get to have fun with this last one. All right. Wide receiver room is, I think, probably is the best room. It could be, you could debate wide receivers on here because, but realistically, I think actually probably the tight end room is probably the best. Wide receiver room's close, but anyway, 13 wide receivers. Actually, take that back. I did go backwards here. Wide receiver room is the best room on the offense. Tight ends are the worst. So it's pick your poison here. 13 wide receivers. 5 guys actually did something. 2 qualified. And one of the ones that qualified was actually an FBS wide receiver. The 3 guys who didn't meet the minimum, Drew Deck, the redshirt senior, Ian Finch, the redshirt junior, and LaKeldrick Bridges, the redshirt freshman. The 2 that did, The FBS guys, Blake Bohannon, the redshirt senior transfer from Kennesaw State, 24 receptions, 289 yards, and no touchdowns. The other one is Michael Wortham, the redshirt senior transfer from Eastern Washington, 25 receptions, 209 yards and a touchdown. So it's going to be a bit of an inexperienced wide receiver room. That's right. A little bit. The offense is going to be a little bit of a question for me. Tight ends, like I said, the worst room on the offense. 6 tight ends total. 3 did something. 0 fully qualified. 0. The 3 that actually did something. 2 holdovers, Evan Schaefer, the redshirt senior, and Jake Olson, the redshirt senior, as well as Josh Gale, the redshirt senior transfer from UC Davis. We'll see about that's going to go here. Offensive line room, you've got some upperclassmen, and then there's like no sophomores and a lot of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. So the seniors go, the upperclassmen goes down, there could be an issue on the offensive line. Just getting into that one. Now, this is a weird time where the fact that it's kind of a tie for worst room on the defense. Best is obvious, but the worst is the front 7 are tied for the worst. The secondary is the best. The DBs. So let's get into this defensive line here. 16 guys they had on the roster. 16 defensive linemen total. 7 qualified. Did minimal. 3 fully qualified. Now the 4 that didn't do anything, didn't do enough. Jake Mason, the redshirt sophomore. Jared Ramos, the redshirt junior. Derek Moreland, a senior transfer from Northwest Oklahoma State, and Matai Mataafa, the redshirt senior, holdover from last year's squad. Now, the 3 who did do something, all are transfers, and all of them are for junior colleges. We've got Giovanni Pefferini, the junior transfer from Fresno City College, 26 tackles and 2 sacks. We've got Ezekiel Somalo, the transfer from Allen Hancock College, 33 tackles and 3.5 sacks. And Hunter Peck, the redshirt senior transfer from Carroll College, 50 tackles and 6.5 sacks. I think he's going to do something, but it's going to be interesting what happens to the defensive line. Linebacker room, again, you could argue on this one. 15 guys, 8 qualified, did minimal. So 15 got total linebackers on the roster. 8 did something, 3 fully qualified. The 5 that didn't meet the qualifications. Geno Leonard, the redshirt senior. Clay Oven. I'm not making it. Clay Oven, the redshirt sophomore. Cy Stevenson, the redshirt sophomore. Solomon Tuliapupu, the grad transfer from USC. And Hayden Ortiz. Hayden Opitz. Opitz, whatever. I'm sorry, I got your name. I didn't get your spelling right, so I apologize for that one. The redshirt sophomore. And the 3 who did something here, 1's homegrown, 2 are transfers. Homegrown is Caleb Otluski, 33 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a pick. The other 2 are transfers. Elijah Tolbert, the redshirt senior transfer from Eastern Illinois, 38 tackles and half a sack. And then there's Peyton Wing, the junior transfer from fellow Big Sky School, Portland State. 93 tackles, a sack, and a pass deflection. Good Lord. Now, the secondary, 22 defensive backs on the roster. 13 did something. 5 fully qualified. So this, you can see quite a difference here. Okay, how much better is the secondary? You can see it's quite a bit better. Now, we have 8 guys who didn't fully qualify here. So the 8 on here, we're talking about Cade Boyd, redshirt sophomore, holdover from last year's squad, along with the holdovers. Along with will be Tanner Huff, the redshirt senior, Cade Cutler, the redshirt junior, Keon Lau, the sophomore, Prince Ford, the redshirt senior, Kenzel Lawler, the redshirt senior. And also transfer-wise, we've got Diesel Wilkinson, the sophomore transfer from Idaho, Finn Ridgway, the redshirt sophomore from Minnesota State. Moorhead. So that leaves us with the 5 that did something. And all 5, here they go. One is FBS, one's a holdover for your junior college. The FBS, Micah Harper, the redshirt senior transfer from BYU, 11 tackles and a pass deflection. The holdover, TJ Roush, the redshirt senior, 29 tackles and a forced fumble. Now, the junior college ones, one guy here, he's not top on tackles, but good Lord, I think he's going to do something in the secondary. Now, I'll explain. He's going to be last. First off, the ones at junior colleges. Justice Breston, the senior transfer from the University of Mary. Didn't even know that college existed. 20 tackles, 3 picks, 7 pass deflections. All right. Pretty good. You got Tadahiti Wolf, the sophomore transfer from Golden West College. 34 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 pick, 2 pass deflections. Not most in tackles. Rashid Mansour, the junior transfer from Reedley College. 32 tackles. Okay. 2 picks. Okay. 18 pass deflections. 18 pass breakups. 18. See ball, get ball. Damn. Yeah. So now you see why I said the secondary is the best unit on the defense. Defense is going to be carrying the offense in these games, but then when you look at this conference as a whole, a lot of schools got hit. A lot of schools got hit and lost talent, but they didn't get much coming back. So we're going to go into this now. Now it's time to get into this. The preview part's over. Time to get in the prediction part of the video. So Montana's schedule, they open up with Central Washington. Central Washington actually plays RV Colorado Mesa the week before, so this will be their second game of the year. This is your season opener, so you've had all off season to prepare for this game. Well, they've already played one. Last meeting was in 2021. Montana won 59-3 in Missoula. You're back again in Missoula. Montana looking to go 4-0 all-time versus Central Washington, and they will. They're going to get the dub. Then against North Dakota's next at home. North Dakota plays Portland State at home the week before. Last meeting was actually last year. North Dakota won 27-24 in Grand Forks. This is going to be a close-ass game, and it's roster-wise is about even, so this is coin flip. Who's at home? Montana. So I'm going to give Montana the win. Now they're up against Indiana State. Indiana State plays at Indiana, who's going to beat them up the week before. The only meeting between these two ever happened was in 2022. Montana won on the road 49-14 in Terre Haute. Well, now they're coming back. Montana looking to go 2-0 all-time versus Indiana State. And they are. They're going to beat Indiana State. Then they're at home against Idaho. It's the Idaho two-step the next 2 weeks. By the way, on the schedule, all games are Saturdays unless I say otherwise. And also, because of the way this one works, there are no bye weeks for Montana. They have 0 bye weeks. None. It's 12 games straight through. Idaho. The battle for the Little Brown Stein. Idaho plays at San Jose State the week before, so that's going to be a good, interesting game. Last meeting was in 2023. Montana won 23-21 on the road in Moscow, Idaho. Now you're at home. This will also be a close damn game, but you're at home. I'm going to give you the coin flip win. You're going to beat Montana. Then you're on the road at Idaho State. Idaho State plays at Northern Colorado the week before. Last meeting was in 2023. Montana won 28-20 at home in Missoula. A close game. But this Idaho State team is not the team that it was last year. Montana is looking to win their 16th straight versus Idaho State. This is going to be on the road. This is going to be close. I'm going to give the edge to Montana winning this game. Then it comes the homecoming game for Montana. They're home against Cal Poly. Cal Poly plays UC Davis at home the week before. And actually, the UC Davis game is actually Cal Poly's homecoming game. Last meeting was last year. Montana won 42-7 in California in San Luis Obispo. Montana is looking to win their 5th straight game against Cal Poly, and they're going to win that game. Damn, you're already 6-0 on the year. Looking impressive. Then you're at home against staying at home. Back-to-back weeks against Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart plays Howard at home the week before. This is the first ever meeting between Sacred Heart and Montana. I looked at Sacred Heart's roster. I like Montana's roster better. I'm going to give you the win over Sacred Heart. Then you go on the road. Friday Night Lights, most likely an ESPN Plus game, at Sacramento State. Sacramento State plays Northern Colorado at home the week before. This is Sacramento State's homecoming game, so they're going to be keyed up. This is far enough into the schedule where all the newness of the team, with all the players transferring in, they're going to start becoming a team at this point. Last meeting between these two was in 2023. Montana won 34-7 in Missoula, but that was a different Sacramento State team. This is a better one. It's homecoming. You're on the road. You're going to catch your first L of the year in a very close game. Very close game, but you're going to lose on the road at Sacramento State. Stay on the road at Weber State the following week. Weber State plays Eastern Washington at home the week before. Last meeting was last year, and one hell of a game. Montana beat Weber State 55-48 in overtime in Missoula. So you're looking, okay, this game is a revenge game. They're looking for great, but the problem is Weber State got decimated by the transfer portal. And nobody in their quarterback room has any substantial experience. So it's going to be basically an unproven quarterback going against this defense of Montana's. Even though you're on the road and it was a close game last year, you're going to beat Weber State. Then you're at home against Eastern Washington. Eastern Washington plays Sacramento State at home the week before. Last meeting was last year. Montana won 52-49 on the road in Cheney, Washington. Another coin flip game. This game is going to be close. This is going to be damn close. Rosters are even. Who's home? Eastern Washington is not at home. Caught myself. Montana's at home. I'm going to give Montana the win. Then you're on the road at Portland State. Portland State plays Sacramento State at home the week before. Last meeting was last year. Montana won 28-17 in Missoula. Now you're on the road in Portland. Problem with Portland State is they have a very, very young quarterback room. Everybody's an underclassman except for one junior who's a transfer who didn't really play. That is going to hurt. That's going to cause problems. Even though this is going to be a close game, you're on the road. I'm going to give you the victory over Portland State. And you finish the season at home, the Brawl of the Wild. Montana versus Montana State. Montana actually plays UC Davis at home the week before. Last meeting was last year. Montana State won 34-11 on the road in Bozeman, Montana. Now you're at home. Montana State isn't quite the same team they were last year, but they're still better than you. Montana State is going to win that game, which means I have Montana going 10-2. A lot better than 9-5 last year? You went 1-1 in the playoffs, so you're 8-4 in the regular season. 10-2, 2 games better, 6-2 in the Big Sky. So we're going to see how this goes here. But I've done enough yapping here. You let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor, smash the like button, hit that thumbs up. Helps the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Going through the schedule again. One more time. I'm making sure I got this one nickname right because I want to mention it. I'm going to take out most of the extras. I'm going to mention a couple of the battles here. Okay, I want to make sure I got it right. I'm going to go through the games again. You tell me what do you think Montana's schedule is going to be down in the comments. So they start the season, remember, no bye weeks. All games except one are on Saturday. Home against Central Michigan, home against North Dakota, home against Indiana State, home against Idaho. 4 straight home games to start the season. At Idaho State, homecoming game at home against Cal Poly, home against Sacred Heart, on the road Friday Night Lights at Sacramento State, at Weber State, home against Eastern Washington, at Portland State, Brawl of the Wild, home against Montana State. Let me know what you think the record's going to be down in the comments. Could any of these games be reversed? The North Dakota game could flip. The Idaho game could flip. Idaho State potentially could flip. I don't think so. Weber State, Eastern Washington, final 4 games could flip. I mean, it could go any direction here. But I like my picks here, and I'm pretty confident in them. But you let me know what you think about what I said down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 2K, trying to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching the final preview and prediction video for the final notation here. Next season, putting that down there, 50 only preview and prediction games. All FBS. I'm not doing any more FCSs. After the last few years of doing these, I'm not doing any more because I've had too much problems with the rosters. FBS gets their rosters out in time. I'm debating, and you guys can let me know in the comments on this. I was considering doing not a full video on an FCS scope, pick a set number, 5, maybe 10, probably 5 be best, and just do a post on X and a community post on YouTube of just win-loss record, what I call their schedule. Not a full video, just a game by game of their schedule for like 5 FCS schools or lower. Just a game by game. And just doing that. If you'd like me to do that, ideas of potential, we're going to kick that around. We got a lot of time between now and April of next year. So, we'll think so. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Tomorrow, 2 more videos. I've got my my subscriber rankings. All 50 FBS subscriber schools are going to be ranked. And my predictions for the Thursday games of week 1. The formal start of the college football season. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Hope everybody's having a great day. Whew! Predictions videos are over. The season is here. Full time. Thanks everybody for watching. Be safe and please be good to each other.